Next on court in just over 5 minutes will be the championship game between world playing netball strikers and navigators. Umpires, Chris and Dalton.
One of them, yes.
I'm happy to sit out and deal with the ball. There's only two mics, obviously it's messy, and three is a bit loose, so. You two do it, that's fine. I'm going to take my place in the stands. Have a good one.
you go. Tell me when you're ready. Good afternoon and welcome again to Estero Recreation Center. It's finals time. Navigators versus Royal Mail Strikers, and I'm joined by Mark from the South Australian Dragons and Alex, who's the coach. Good evening, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, really interesting game. We've played obviously both these teams. We played the Navigators twice,
yes,
and had a close loss, and then in the final they got us by about 7 goals.
Yep.
And the World Mail Strikers beat us by 7 goals in the pool round. So as we just see the goal shooter pop one out, the World Mail Strikers beat us by about 7 goals. But it was a really good match. I'm really intrigued to see the goal shooter from the World Mail Strikers. I think he's been a standout this tournament.
Yes,
he's got great elevation. Yeah, and and as we see him right on cue with a beautiful split, probably could have turned and shot that, but lovely rotation in the circle there. Ooh. Collects his rebound, refeeds, and we have our first goal of the game.
Who do you think will win this game?
I personally think the World Mail Strikers will be too strong. Alex, how about yourself?
My money's on the Strikers as well.
Yes, I would think that.
I just feel they play just a little bit cleaner netball, and just seem to gel a little bit more. Nothing against the Navigators, but yeah, I think the Strikers, as we just see a shooter to shooter pass there, go through for their second goal.
I like the goal attack on the Royal Mail team because it's very basic and he makes good decisions. Either he's going to pass or he's going to shoot, and he's a pretty good shot. Yeah.
He had a good tournament last year. That just needs to be called a lot quicker. We don't want these games becoming unsafe, so those calls need to be made straight away.
Royal Mail on the ball now, working it.
Now split by the wing attack.
We've been given a team list from both teams. It's now 3-0 to Royal Mail with their set of pass to go.
I believe when they played in the pool round, the World Mail Strikers got out to about an 8-1 lead, so a bit of history repeating here. As we see.
Jesus Mary, did you see that
awesome
that
elevation?
jump?
And that's why that goal shooter is really impressive. It's really good elevation.
It should be interesting to see because in England we have a guy that can match that.
Yeah.
And he's just about the same height.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to take him here next year. He's only 23.
Fantastic.
Yes, and we're going to let him loose to the wild.
Fantastic. I know Queensland have got a 7'2" goal shooter.
Yes, that's Jordan Levi.
Yeah.
Oh yes, my good old chum.
And New South Wales have a 6'11".
That's Patrick Pila, yes.
Yeah, so bit of height around.
With him, and he's built like a house.
He is. They both play a bit of defence. I've had the pleasure of playing against Pat once in defence in the indoor version of netball.
You against Pat?
Yeah, it was
somebody was punishing you?
Greetings to Steve McGuinness back home.
Because with Patrick, you need an appointment to get around him.
He's a fantastic target. But in defence, you've just got to be smart and use your other shooter. Anyway, back to the action here. We're 3-1. A lovely take. Ooh, just inside. Oh, lovely. There's that elevation and split.
That split landing is lethal, which is a trademark for Caribbean players.
Yeah. We love watching. There's a stepping call. I would have argued that it was probably contact first.
The wing attack is from England.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. It's getting very messy out there.
Yes.
I know, sort of from our perspective, that that these games do appear messy. A lot is let go, and plays always continued. It's good to see something was eventually called there, but Ooh.
I think it's because both teams play the same way. They all use the big ball in the air.
And another goal by the goal shooter. Let's see if the Navigators can convert here. They're just having a bit of trouble getting it into that circle.
Yes.
Who needs to step up? I don't. You've been to this tournament a bit and know both teams. Ooh, bit of an elbow there, but who needs to step up to help with that feeding?
Again, the goalkeeper again is from England as well, from Manchester.
Oh, wow.
In the north, yes.
Wow.
The north, he lives in Manchester, and so does the wing attack. And every time that big ball goes up to the shooter, I jump up off my seat.
As long as you return to your seat, mate, that's fine by me.
Oh, the wing attack is riding him all the way there.
Yep. That was a good call.
But have you noticed there's no step change or no change of direction?
Yeah, it's single leads.
Why do you think that is?
I'll ask the coach on that one.
I think it's often because they have a player that has that kind of elevation, like the world men's goal shooter, that they don't actually need to.
Well, they all do it.
Yeah, they don't need the extra dynamic to their game. They can just rely on having that person. I'm just going to bomb the ball in there, and no one can compete, especially with the world men's goal shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does this style compare, Colin, to what you might get in England?
It's different.
It's different?
In England, we shorten it up.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the shortened pass version of the game. I love short passing, I love powerful passing, and I love rotation in the circle. I think sometimes people think that, maybe I was Australian by birth or something. But, that's the style that I remember when I was growing up. And I saw Australia Institute of Sport first with Vicky Wilson and Sargent and players like that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get it out of my head.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. And I thought, that's the way I want to play.
Yeah.
And I remember I watched the tape of Vicky Wilson. I went and I did exactly as Vicky Wilson did. Because I wanted to play that way.
And I think you find like sort of most of those top, especially female teams, do certainly play that way.
Yes.
And generally, athleticism's always good, and it certainly adds flair to the men's game. But
Yes.
that ability to just play the structures and play as a big
Look at the strength of that. Yes. You can't knock him off the ball.
I think on a bigger stage you need to have that backup option in your game style. You need to have that go-to, this is our go-to, if that doesn't work we're going to try this. Not have that kind of one element that you rely on.
Totally agreed.
So we just saw a great intercept by the goalkeeper. Fantastic work.
Ian Brown is there,
I think the ball may have...
Is there?
Is over there.
Yes.
That goalkeeper just took a flying intercept. Unfortunately, it did go out, but
Which is one of his trademarks.
fantastic. Oh, a misplaced ball. Oh, a very big split.
Did you see the split on that? That's a 9.9 for artistic direction.
Now the goal attack just did something then. He just tapped the ball to himself down the
Well,
ball.
should finish that.
Oh, it's a big contest. As I was saying, so the goal attack tapped the ball. He received it close to the transverse, tapped it to himself. That was probably a big shock for us as Australians, and if there's New Zealanders or anyone, I guess, from the Southern Hemisphere here, because back home that's a replay, and that's certainly been a big point of adjustment for us when we've come down here.
Because we're taught that if the ball is controlled in the palm of the hand, you're controlling.
Yeah.
You can't deflect it in.
Yeah, the rule states you can't bat it to yourself.
Absolutely.
Anyway, it can be a controlled manner, yeah. And I believe from what I've experienced playing in New Zealand, they're even stricter on it than the Australians. So.
But I think it's a regional thing, and I think in certain of these parts of the world, I think they're a little bit, I would say, behind in the interpretation.
Yeah. So, I mean, you look at sort of the Sunshine Girls. We just have so it's an injury time here.
And it's if you look on the score, it's 10 goals to 2. This is a bit of a blowout.
Great start from the strikers.
Yes, I don't think there's any. They're going to back down from this now.
You can just tell by the body language. They're just up and about. There's high fives happening on court.
Well, the Navigators again, their body language is going quite negative, and you can see they almost conceded defeat.
Certainly, when you're making changes like this, it's certainly a sign that you need to make a change. And sort of 10 minutes into the game here, as we've got 5 minutes remaining, it's a pretty telling sign when you're making that many changes. Probably had to be done though.
The wing attack they're bringing on is actually a very good wing attack.
Yep.
And I don't know why they didn't start him in the first place.
That's it better, into the middle.
And see, again,
the lovely luxury to have the ability to do that. But
what would you do with him if you were the coach? What would you do?
I'll ask the coach what the coach would do, and we'll see.
What we tried didn't work very well. He's almost unbeatable in the air, so you have to stop the other players getting the ball so that they can't get it to him. It's more about the defense outside the circle. Yeah. If they can't get the ball, they can't feed it in.
Yes. So cutting off the supply.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I would tend to maybe try and split defense and force them to do something, because Caribbean teams are very one-track mind.
Yeah.
So if you force them to go another way, they will more likely cough it up.
Just the Navigators scored their third goal. Some great quick hands from the goal attack into the goal shooter under the post for a great goal. Strikers are moving it quickly. All of a sudden, it's back in their circle. And here we go again.
Beautiful turn in the air as well.
The connection between that goal attack and goal shooter, and as a goal attack, I'd love to play with this goal shooter. It would make life very, very easy. Not to say my goal shooters aren't easy to play with, but it's just a very nice luxury. Nice goal again by the goal shooter.
Maybe we should start a sun call for men.
And that is the disadvantage there. Sometimes you can go too high. As we hold time here with a bit over 3 minutes to go.
While the ball is outside, did you manage to watch the Constellation Cup last night?
We were asleep in preparation for today.
I did.
Were you still awake?
Well, you know what? I set the alarm. It was 57-42. Wow. It was a bit of a hiding.
Oh, great elevation by the centre there.
The Navigators working their way into the big shooter, but he's not confident to shoot.
There we go. Nice split. Ooh. Good rebounds. Good. Well done on the shooter for following boards.
Yes.
That's excellent.
So it's now 13-5.
Really need to score the next couple. They need to go into quarter time with a bit of momentum.
Absolutely.
A bit of positivity and just a bit of belief. I mean, at the end of the day, 7 or 8 goals is not a lot when you've still got 45 minutes of netball to play. So let's see what they can do here. Good work onto the circle. Ooh, a very short pass there.
Yes.
Has been allowed. And there we go. Excellent. That goal attack with those quick hands. Fantastic.
Yes. 13-6. They're making a bit of a comeback. But they must defend if you're going to...
Yep, they need to get a turn here.
Yes.
Need to get a turn. Oh, there's that goal attack, rolling the top of the circle. And
look at the pass.
And he'll get another shot.
God, like Smirnoff is taking my breath away there. minute and 34 seconds. It's 14-6.
Oh, that was a beautiful. Yeah, that was fantastic. Straight. Oh, I couldn't finish it off though.
But that is a shame he couldn't finish it off. And World Mail will make them pay.
Oh, an elbow there, advantage call.
It's a warning signal.
And a go attack. I believe that go attack, was he the MVP from the tournament last year, I believe?
Yes, he was.
Oh, that's a bit too much on that. Strikers just...
I would like to see World Mail against a team maybe like and Navigators for that matter against teams like from Victoria or New South Wales, or Queensland. I would love to see that.
Yeah, we
see how they would match up.
We were saying before, I mean, sort of our South Australian team, we probably, out of the 8 of us that are here, sort of, 3 of us are in or 3 of the boys are in sort of the state's best team. So we've got 3 out of sort of the top 12 here. Yeah, we'd love to get a couple more over here and just sort of see.
Yes.
And certainly those boys back home with a bit of height, I've got a couple in mind. We would have loved to have had the luxury of a tall shooter like most of these teams have, and certainly.
I think you have to. No. I disagree with that because you have to back your game, and you're a small shooter, and the netball that you play was good to watch, and you have to back yourself with that because everybody's now wants a big shooter. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and it's good to mix it up. But I would love this luxury that we just see there. Didn't quite.
We have to appreciate what we've got.
That's
the end of the first quarter, 16-6.
And we just watched the men's here. They are up and about.
Yes.
High fives all around. There's smiles. They're laughing.
And look at the other end.
Yeah. And we look over the Navigators and
the heads down,
hands on hips.
Yes.
So I mean, it's only 10 goals. The reality is it's only 10 goals, and
can they turn it around?
They've proven they have because they had a poor start in the last round. Last time they played the Strikers. They were quite a few goals down at quarter time, and they really challenged. They did end up losing by 5 or 6 goals, I think, but they did come back and challenge. So,
do you think they've got the tactical acumen to bring it back?
They've got 12 players here, which is a luxury. So for me, without sort of knowing too many of their players, and as we see in front of us, it looks like they're going to put on a new goal shooter. I believe they do. They certainly made changes, and we saw quite a number of them when we played them, and I've seen all 12 take the court. So it looks like they should have some versatility and flexibility in who they put on.
Yeah. I think it's about them believing in the tactical choices that they make and really pushing themselves from there. So backing their game, like you were saying.
Absolutely.
At the moment, I think they're feeling a bit down, and they need to start to trust in what they've put forward and execute it well.
I think this is where it boils down to what you do in your training, because you have to prepare as coaches. I'm a coach too. You have to prepare for the what-if situation. So, what if this is not working? What do we do next?
Exactly.
So we have an A plan, we've got a B plan, we've got a C plan.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to me, in my opinion anyway, I don't think they've got another plan apart from let's have the big ball in. But they've now changed goal shooter. He's quite a handy shooter, the new shooter. Yeah. So let's see.
They're going for a more mobile circle.
Absolutely. And he's got an incredible spread.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even more, they've put their goal shooter, I've just noticed, into goalkeeper down there, so that will be very interesting.
I don't think that was a good move. He'll out-jump him. Because he was shooting when we played them, and he was removed from the court, and I'm not the best jumper in the world.
There we see, though, first goal in. Now, there's a bit of confusion at that centre pass. I'm not sure if they heard the whistle or what happened there, but anyway, we play on. Here we go. Goal shooter straight out.
Yes, yep.
Dubs back and into the goal attack. There we go. I love a moving circle.
Yes,
Cannot
me
convert
too.
though, unfortunately. But this is good. They're trying something. Oh, great.
Oh, whoa.
Well done.
That was sensational.
Oh, we've just We're just holding time here. Just had an issue with the time clock. So we're just making sure that the correct time is put back on the clock.
14-14.
They started
They
at
put 10 instead of 15 on the clock.
but that was a great intercept, that goal attack.
Absolutely.
I was just about to say, I think the Navigators need to step up their full court defence if they want to
I just think it's
help out their
the people at the back.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of the things when we in the Caribbean, they're trying to, when they get like guest coaches from other parts of the world, try to instill in the Caribbean game. They like to attack, but they don't like to defend.
Yeah.
And it's something that if they're going to be successful, they have to change about the
Definitely.
game.
Yeah, I think defence is the most important part of the game.
Absolutely.
Lovely 1-2 play. There he is again. Lovely.
See? Better. And it's paying off for them.
Much better patience too from the Navigators. They moved the ball around and waited for it to open up.
Oh, that's a great intercept. So it's a 2-on-1.
Should score from this. And they have.
Oh, nice, easy, long shot there.
Navigators' goal attack is a very accurate shooter.
Yes, he is. Oh, look at the interception. And despite the knock in the head, that was good.
It's a great intercept. Navigators, that's the second or third time where that goal attack has received the centre pass and gone straight into the wing attack in the middle lane, middle channel. It's good. Oh.
Well, okay. Which one? Watermill on the ball, working the way in the circle. So nobody challenging the goal attack.
Lovely play. That was probably the
Yes.
most patient I've seen. Well, the strikers are patient, but that was very well done. Bit of a throw and hope that one.
Absolutely. Total gimme for the defender.
The changing goalkeeper is actually forcing the goal shooter out of the circle a lot
Yes,
more.
yes.
He's not able to just stay in and hold. He's having to move.
And he's got, I think
it's working for the Navigators.
I think so. What do you have to say about the kitchens? I think they've brought an entire wardrobe.
we made a comment of that. There's quite a couple of teams here who seem to be changing
Change uniforms every day.
every day.
Yes.
We thought we'd missed a memo that we thought another script.
Well, next time you know what to pack. One for every day. Oh, and he's missed that. Easy shot.
Down and turn. Here we go. It was way too easy through the mid-court. That was
Very
just
quick transition.
2 passes. And
Oh, and Dalton Hines, the ex-international umpire, has made a call. I think it's a penalty.
what level of umpiring does he
He was.
officiate?
Dalton was an international umpire.
Okay.
And I don't think he is anymore. I think he is retired now. And so was Chris. Chris is now a trainer, I believe, for international umpires in this region. Yes. Chris and Dalton are both Jamaicans.
Great.
Yes. Navigators on the ball. Whoops. And we get the look. We get the look.
Noticed a bit of them this week.
Whoa!
I liked what he was trying.
Huh?
I liked what he was trying.
The backhand?
I thought the shooter was very open there, just for a quick dish.
Absolutely. Oh, great intercept there.
Nice quick play.
Oh, and he's missed.
Overcooked it.
It's the pressure. I think it's the pressure.
If you look at the score, it's 21-8. So, down this quarter, is it 3 or 4 goals? Oh, lovely jump, lovely split, under the ring. Oh,
Oh, it's missed. So the keeper is having an effect. Actually, they've slowed it down, but they're not capitalizing down here.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Very strong take.
Absolutely. And now Navigator's on the ball. Navigator's out of New York.
They're not all based in New York, I believe. Some of them, I was speaking to a couple of the guys.
Yes, some of them are based in Jamaica.
Fantastic.
But they meet annually for this tournament, which is an important one.
Right.
So it's a bit of Suncor-esque.
A warm hello to our Navigator fans in New York.
Oh, I think they gave me a little bit of a battering earlier on.
Oh, no way, Colin.
But you know what? I'm big enough to take it.
Oh, held for a very long time. Just got away with that.
Yes. I think he was using a Swiss watch.
Oh, that's a lovely
A lovely long shot there from the goal attack, who is still battling.
And he yells at come on.
A bit of a late in there.
Oh, a lovely pop out from the circle and converted. And great vision from, I believe that was the wing attack that fed there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, great vision, great patience, and yeah.
So if there was a men's world tournament now,
See, to me, that play, he has
Yes.
called it a replay.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's been allowed to happen, and that's that replay I was talking about earlier.
well, it's the difference with interpretation. It depends on which umpire you're getting.
Yep. Oh, lovely shooter to shooter, and they convert. That was a well-deserved goal.
So if there was a world championship now for men's,
Yep.
most of these guys would be involved. Most of these guys would be playing for Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yes. So it would be a very strong team.
Yep.
And the score is now 25-12. They're making a meal out of this. Oh,
Goalkeeper is,
and the goalkeeper again.
unlucky it came off him, but he's flown through. I love his acceleration.
Very Shawnee Layton-esque, I'd say.
I really like the way he comes out of the circle and
Yes,
attacks the ball
yes.
and gets those intercepts outside of the circle. I think it plays to his strengths really.
Yes. I think when you're playing a player like him, and I've played against him many times, it's just not to give him that opportunity to come out and take it. So you have to really keep him busy. And that's what when I've worked against him, keep him busy so he doesn't come disengage to take it. I think World are looking they're looking pleased with their work.
They're looking very solid.
Yes. Look at that big ball again.
Great.
My
save, though.
goodness.
It's just, yeah.
It's very
You have to be
impressive.
here to see it.
He's getting up very, very high off the ground.
His hands, when he's taking some of these balls,
Yes.
are above the ring, and that ring is 10 foot high. And he's comfortably clearing.
And
Yes.
He's not the tallest boy out there.
No, I think he's about 6 foot.
Yeah. I think the really impressive thing about him is that he's not just got that aerial game, he's actually quite dynamic and mobile on the ground as well.
Yes.
He does those quick little pop throughs.
Absolutely.
To the front stay,
Absolutely.
but he also has that really great
Yes.
aerial jump.
Great shot from the shooter.
Gold shooter has made his first goal, I think. It's now 27-13.
They've certainly got the goals on the board from quarter time, which is good. But they unfortunately haven't narrowed this gap. This gap's blown out.
No, but they've slowed the momentum down a little bit, but they just can't seem to capitalize. Yeah. Oh.
See, there's that tap that we.
Yes.
That would never be allowed.
Yes.
And you know, you watch the Sunshine Girls play, you watch the Diamonds, you watch the.
Oh my God!
Kiwis.
What don't I watch?
Yeah, you never see that because it just doesn't happen. But Sailor V, we play on. Oh, interesting feed there, not to anyone in particular. And straight away they're in their attacking third, and there's that feed again. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, I mean, he touched that 4 times. And he's dived on the ball. Oh, and a not set call there.
Yes.
So I actually like that rule when it's not set, as long as umpires are applying it consistently.
Yes,
That is a good rule because quite often, you know, shooters often sneak in. Defenders, you've just got to be listening to the umpire to see where it's set. As we see, both fly and a goal was scored.
So the score as it stands is 27-15.
There's that goal attack into the wing attack in the middle channel. Works quite well. They've just got to retreat here. This goal attack is doing a lot of work on the outside, but there it is.
But they don't attack the circle edge as much as an Australian or Kiwi or an English player would do. They just go bypass that and go straight over.
That circle edge is really valuable territory
Absolutely.
for feeding. If you're there, you can't have anyone in front of you stopping
Absolutely.
your vision. So it's a really important thing to hit the circle and then feed from there.
I totally agree. Totally.
Ooh, lovely short pass.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a bit of that in the game before.
I wonder what Sharon Kelly would say about that one. Or Michelle Pippard. Josh Bowring, Mark Henning. Shall we give them a call?
They on speed dial fire.
Oh. But we have Navigators. They've won back possession.
Gold really needs to get out here. He's
yes,
a bit high.
yes.
He's going now.
A bit ball hungry there, I think.
Here we go. See, yeah, he had to be in. Had to be
Ow.
in that one.
And see, it was the goal defense again. Oops.
Oh, possession can't.
Almost lost my teeth there. But the center on Navigators, he's so fit. He's been playing center all weekend.
He's very fast.
Yes.
Lovely pass. Oh, it didn't quite.
So in a World Male Championship, you'd expect to see him lining up, the goal shooter lining up for Jamaica.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You'd have to get Junior Levi on him.
Oh, weird.
Oh, again, I had to clutch my pearls then. I mean, that was incredible.
Here's that goal attack, cutting the front. Lovely.
Great choice there from the feeder, not to feed the front one and just pop it over the top to the shooter.
So the score is 29-16. Let's see if we can finish it. Oh, beautiful shot. Nice. Beautiful medium range.
I feel like they're a bit more fluent than Navigators here.
I think it's taken him some time to work himself in.
Definite obstruction there. And we just refer to the benches. The strikers to my right are very loud, very encouraging. Whereas we look over to navigators, there's not a lot of talk.
They have this sense of defeat written all over their faces, and their players out there working hard.
They are. Good boards by the keeper, and he's there for the refeed. There he is, eventually used. Now, I'd love to see this goal attack drive down. He's just kind of... There we go.
So that's half time, and the score is 30 goals to 17, which is a 13 goal, if my maths serve me right.
Correct.
One of my poorer subjects in school. But do you think they can recover from this?
It's only half time. 13 goals. It's tough. It's going to be tough. They need to stop this goal shooter. And they need to stop the feeds that are going into him. They've nullified it a little bit.
What would you do, Coach? What would you do?
I think a huge thing here is their attitude. They seem defeated. They seem like we can't do this. And I think you just need a few things to go your way and the momentum can completely switch. So it's about believing in themselves. Mm-hmm. I also think they really need to slow down the transition of the strikers. Strikers are transitioning the ball really quickly down into their attack, and then from there it's really, really hard for any defenders to stop that goal shooter.
Absolutely.
So they need to slow it down and slow it down.
Yep.
They're doing a good job of clogging it in there on centre passes, but on turnovers and that kind of thing, it's transitioning really, really fast. In comparison, when you look at the Navigators transition, it's actually quite slow and stilted. And that's what's helping the strikers pick up a lot of those little loose balls and easy intercepts. It's because they're slowing down that transition. It's not coming in too fast for the defenders.
Good, excellent. How do you think like for instance, Royal Mail striker would match up against, say, Queensland or New South Wales? What do you think? Come on, let me have it. Let the viewers out there have it.
I think that one of the better Australian teams would probably come out on top.
Which would be? Now, don't sit on the fence with me now.
To be fair, I think there's 5 states in Australia that play in the Opens division.
Yes.
And I think, and this is no disrespect, all 5, if those 5 states had their 12 best players competing, I think would win.
I'd put my money on it.
Would win.
It could possibly depend on the umpires and the style of game and what was allowed as well. I think if these teams came to Australia and were umpired by Australian umpires, they would actually struggle to score because it's quite... it's not often that they bring the ball down the floor without a replay or something that wouldn't be allowed in Australia.
No. They'd have to clean it up.
Yeah. They'd have to change the style for sure and adapt to the way it's called.
Totally. I remember playing against Australia once in the indoor version, and I was sent off in one of the first in the game.
No way.
Because there's some. Well, I think I was just late with some of my challenges at the first, because the speed of the ball, it took me quite some time to get adjusted to it. And I was just like, oh my God, this ball is pinging so fast. My head was spinning. But then once I got accustomed to the speed, because I could read what was going on, but I was just so late. But once I got used to it, I was home and dry. But yes, I was sent off.
Yeah. That's probably another big difference that I've certainly, we obviously talk about the replay, but just the physicality of this game. I actually quite enjoy it. For those back in the, in South Australia, Victoria, Western Australia, Australian rules footy is our main sport, and a lot of these guys sort of come from that background or come from a basketball background where those sports are quite physical, and certainly this is the most physical I've ever encountered, and I've played a few nationals for South Australia back home, and it took us a while to adjust that, the calls weren't always coming, and a lot of contesting was allowed, and to be honest, I quite like it. I really like it, and I really like the fight. I've never been so bruised.
It took, I have to say, it took a lot of mental fortitude, really, to stand up because you're a shooter and you could break.
Absolutely.
Your team needs need you to score.
Yeah,
and you could easily have broken down under the pressure, but you stood up to it. And I have to say, some of the leg work in there was pretty impressive, which created a lot of the problems.
It's just the flair. Like these guys here have got a lot of speed and stuff. And
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the advantage. So the credit here is like the athleticism of,
Yes.
of these teams and you know the netball teams of this area. I really love it. It's awesome to watch.
Yes.
And I almost wish that this could be shown back home. Because
Absolutely.
This style of game.
I think people are watching because some of my Australian netball friends are watching this at the moment, and I think they're making comments about it.
Yeah, certainly. And I actually think that allowing a little bit more of this, I mean, it's got to be universal, and that's going to be the issue, but allowing a little bit more contesting is actually how we're going to attract
more viewers.
More males playing the game.
Absolutely.
As we begin our third quarter here.
Yes. Let's see how Navigators will get on, because, you know, it's a new 30 minutes, and let's see what they bring in this one.
What's going on here?
I think the captain is... Oh, great intercept.
Good eyes up. That's just the advantage of having
Great
eyes up
intercept.
as a defender rather than down.
That was with a reverse.
Yeah.
Beautifully done by the goalkeeper. Beautifully done. That was an exceptional interception from the goalkeeper. They need to reward him for this.
Definitely.
Oh, and it's coughed up. It's easily coughed up. Oh, they've got it back again. Oh. They must reward this goalkeeper.
Interesting that they've swapped the Navigators have swapped their goal attack and goal shooter.
Okay. That should be a good contest. I think that will be worth the price of admission alone on that one.
Here we go. Circle edge, here we go. And there's the feed. Lovely from the circle edge. Opportunity to shoot. And
he drops it in. He drops it in.
If the Navigators can convert a few in a row here, it'll really put some pressure on
Absolutely.
the Strikers, and they'll need to respond.
Colin, where do they need to be at three-quarter time? What's the goal if you're the coach? If you were the coach of the Navigators, how far behind do they need to be? Obviously in front, but you know, small steps. Where would you like to see them at three-quarter time in terms of score?
I would like to see them at least narrow it to at least within 5 goals.
Yep.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, to at least 5 goals, and so that's manageable. Yeah, because that's like 2 turnovers and you're back home. Yeah.
So let's see how we go here. We've got Navigators with 2 goals in a row. It's back to 11. There's that lob in.
He's gonna. Oh,
not confident
but
to
he's
shoot.
not confident to shoot long.
But hey, when your goal attack's sinking that.
But this is what I like about this goal attack. He will put them away.
Oh, goal shooter.
Oh.
Lovely take.
A lovely 1-2 play there. And great goal. That was really good.
No, see?
It's great that the Navigators have come out really positive here. They look
Yes,
like they really
yes,
want to give this
yes.
a go and get back in this game.
Now they're putting their arms up. Oh, look at that.
It's just such a luxury to have a tall shooter that can shoot.
He's
balls.
like the postman. He's got to deliver.
He's almost unstoppable, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So they're converting their centre passes.
Yes.
So this is really positive, and they're probably 1 or 2 up this quarter. Back to 11. Let's see if they can get another turn here, or that wing attack was allowed out way too easy.
Absolutely.
Really tight in defense.
Need to be a lot more. Oh, pressure. Woo! Somebody help him up, please.
another goal scored.
That was just too easy. The wing attack. You have to contest.
Yeah.
Get out there on him.
Goal attack very high here. Needs to get down and clear on the other side. It's very congested on that side. All the play, there's 8 players in that little flank there. Oh, off the post. That is, I love watching that personally.
The Mark Gorham special.
Was it? Is it M.Y. Kumwenda that did that?
Yes,
that brought
that's
that
exactly
thing?
where I
Yes,
learned it.
yes.
I saw her playing for the Vixens, and yeah,
That's one of her trademark.
I really enjoy it. But you know, there's a lot of frustrated defenders out there that hate it.
All our SA crew are having a bit of a laugh over there, knowing that Mark would have really enjoyed that play.
Oh.
They need to get some rebounds down there, the Navigators.
Yes, they need to block out, I think.
Yeah, they need to think about their positioning.
Absolutely. So the arms up, and as soon as then you turn and block.
Definitely.
And it has to be strong because this guy is like a brick house in there, and he will, you know, you're going to have to knock him down to get around him. See? Oh, great hands by the keeper. He's working like the rent is due.
We were a bit sceptical about the keeper going in there, but
Well, I
he's done a
was.
really good
I
job.
have to eat my words.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Oh.
3 longer shots from the goal attack that haven't gone in, but they've all been gobbled up by that goal
I
shooter.
actually believe he's actually a better keeper than a shooter.
Yeah.
In this game, I think, yeah.
Yes.
Nice patient ball there from the goal shooter.
The inability to work the ball around the circle is not their style of play. Look at it, no defense, no arms up.
Too easy.
Look,
Destruction.
nice landing, nice reverse turn, bang. He pulls the trigger and it's pow.
He's got really good footwork too.
Beautiful.
35-22 here. It's back out to 13, which I believe was the half-time margin.
That's it, really good recycling.
Here comes the goal attack.
And again,
Goal shooter.
the crowd have been treated here
Yeah, the crowd
to
were
some
whipped into a
fantastic
frenzy.
stuff. Huh?
The crowd were whipped into a frenzy there.
Absolutely.
Really sure why. In transition, the Navigators just need to be a bit more dynamic. Their leads are very short and slow. They need to really drive towards the ball or take their player away and then bounce back really hard.
That's not one of their strengths at all.
That is where the post could have been used again.
Yes, yes. So, Alex, if you had the navigation team to coach, where would you want to improve them?
I think, like you said, I would be looking to add that extra dynamic, extra plans, extra structure to their game.
Yes.
Yeah, so that if one thing wasn't working, they
You have
would
an option.
know what plan B was. Or
Absolutely.
That's not working, so let's try this instead.
Yep.
Yeah. But at the moment, it's very much like, that's not working, we don't know what to do.
Yep. I totally agree. And so with our friends around the world, we're watching from Australia, Jamaica, South Africa, all over the world. It's a riveting contest. Whoa!
I think that was a lucky call there for the striker.
I think so too. He was in the right position.
Right over the top of the keeper.
Yes. It's now 36-23. A 13-goal margin.
For me, that's replay. But on it goes, and probably, you know, things just kind of have a way of working out when perhaps things aren't called. It's now the Navigators' ball.
I think the way the Navigators went hard for that loose ball really put the person who picked it up under a lot of pressure, and he had to pass it quickly.
Yes.
And then that results in it going out.
Yeah. It's funny, when we played the navigation, we only lost by 4. And because although we weren't really physically prepared, but tactically I thought we got it right with them, and we had the opportunity that we could have done better against them.
We actually thought playing against your Florida Jets team was the most similar to playing at home.
The what, sorry?
Was the most similar to playing at home. Your team was a lot more structured and thoughtful about.
We were trying to do that.
The ball should go. You were very patient and moved the ball around and waited for it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a
big ball.
chuck and hope, or we've got a big person we can throw it into.
Well, thanks for that. I think the guys would appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, and another goal again. I think the goalkeeper is losing. Is a little bit frustrated now. If you look at his body language.
He needs his teammates just to get around him.
Yes.
That matchup is just pivotal, and he hasn't done a bad job.
No.
He's done a really good job. So, he just needs a bit of encouragement.
Yes.
It's always going to be hard work. Any touch, anything in there is a win. Everyone should be celebrating the smallest thing down there.
Defense is hard yakka, as they say in Australia.
Yeah.
It is hard work. So, oh, look at that. Another one. And another big ball in. That long stretch. (38-23). It's a 15-goal ball game.
Strikers are very comfortable there. I'm just watching the wing attack in front of me. He's having a laugh. There's a lot of smiling.
Yeah, but I think like the wing defense needs to take advantage. Look at the way the wing attack holds the ball one-handed. That could be, you need to pressure that because he never uses two hands. He's always this way. And he went, pressure him, put some pressure on it, force him to do something else. I can hear a large yelp from the bench there. I think it was to do with the call from the umpires.
Oh, lovely drive. They both went the same way, but it worked.
Ooh.
Well done by the centre of the Navigators to get hands on that and read that ball. He changed his position really well at the last minute.
But the thing is, if he had just gone a little bit harder, he could have gathered that. 4 minutes to go. 39-24. Is it over?
Unless something
dramatic happens. Yes, I should think so too. Again, look down the court instead of looking.
And will that make the world men's team, the Strikers, back-to-back championship?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Still got a bit of a way to go though. They do need a bit of a... It's not
certainly need to keep going, won't they?
Yes.
So they peg another one back. We're at 15. So Strikers have won this quarter by 2 goals. And there's that luxury again. I mean, with the goalkeeper out of play now, he's a great shot. He should get it, and he does. But even if he had missed it, that goal shooter would have gobbled up that rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, they allowed him to put the ball down and then go and set up in his position.
Yep.
You have to be on him straight away. He puts that ball down, the door is closed.
Wing attack and centre for Navigators are way too close together on the top of the circle there. They need to use the top and the pocket a little bit more effectively.
But again, that boils down to the structures what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Which I don't think they have. Again, very limited defense. The wing defenses are trailing behind the wing attack.
Yeah.
They need to be a bit more proactive in their
Absolutely.
defense and force the players where it's not beneficial, like towards the sidelines, or
he should be back.
Keep them in the pockets.
Yes, absolutely.
Or definitely a replay there.
Oh, that's the first touch he's got there.
It was a good contest from the wing defence there.
Yes.
Would love to see some.
Some more.
Yeah. I'd love to see some of the contests here. People going for them with their outside arm, so they're coming around the body instead of across.
Yes.
Make it a lot cleaner.
Oh, he's got a rebound, the goalkeeper. They must reward him. Oh no.
Touch from the goal defence and great backup from the goalkeeper.
The what, sorry?
Great backup there from the goalkeeper after that great touch from
Kareem
the
is a very intelligent netballer. Very, very intelligent netballer. Don't let his size fool you. Because he's very lean and very skinny. Not much of him, but he knows...
he definitely knows his stuff.
Oh, yes.
Watching him all week, or weekend, sorry.
I actually quite enjoyed playing on him.
Yes.
We had a really good battle. It was good. We lovely battle there with a fair bit of movement happening back and forth. Oh.
Change. Oops.
Leans on the ball, which is fine as long as his body doesn't go in the circle.
Nice footwork again. And easy shot.
It was very impressive there, the footwork. I thought it was really good awareness from the goal shooter to realise that he hadn't landed on the right foot and to kick it back out to the
absolutely.
This is where we need someone in the circle.
And a bit of structure.
Yeah, if the shooter comes out, the goal attack really needs to drive in hard. You need that presence in the goal circle.
Yep. But I think part of the problem here with this, these guys, they've not been coached. So they've seen someone playing and they follow everything that that person would do and then they get it. And that's it. They've not been coached.
Goal shooter scores off a dodge. There was a very interesting non-call here in the mid-court where the goal attack appeared to be contacted from behind, but it was allowed to continue. Navigators converted though, so if the whistle isn't blown, you just keep going. Long bomb and goal defence.
Had a bit more time than he thought then, I think.
Yes.
He's going to get one more chance here.
And nice shot, nice shot. So that makes it 13 goal ball game, 43-30, with 15 minutes to go.
It was a nice little run at the end of the quarter there for the Navigators.
It just needs some more confidence. Yes.
Anything can happen.
So that was actually an even quarter, so credit to the Navigators for fighting this one out.
3 or 4 turnovers and they're back in the room.
It's not much at all, it really isn't.
Please get my good side. Thank you.
Just having our photos taken here.
Yes.
It's quite a joy.
So, with 15 minutes to go, how do you think it would all go?
Look, I think strikers are in control, and really all they need to do is just score their centre passes. That's all they need to do. They don't need to be doing it in a hurry. They can take their time. So if they're smart and they've played smart all week, they should win this.
Yes.
But again, 15 minutes is a long time. You know, we've seen deficits gobbled up really quickly. So we'll just wait.
Who have you been impressed with on the Navigators team?
Certainly the centre.
Yes, I would agree with that. Quinnell Mitchell, I think his name is. He's a very fit player. He gets up and down the court really well. But I also believe that he needs a little bit of structure to his game.
Certainly, and I know when I sort of started playing netball, I was always thrown into centre and I just ran everywhere. And you know, it took me a while and through some good coaching to realise that centre is always the second option, not necessarily the go-to.
Yep.
So yeah, but he's been good and he's contesting everything, and he's been clean, which is good.
And in the World Mill Strikers?
Oh, how can you go past our
The goal shooter.
goal shooter? You know, it is a team effort. You know, credit where it's due because defenders probably get overlooked, and I can say that as an attacker. But the goalkeeper has been, and the goal defence for that matter, but certainly the goalkeeper has been.
For
really
me,
impressive.
if I was going to give an MVP for the tournament, it would go to the goalkeeper for Royal Mail.
Yep.
Because the jump, yes, you know, it's hard to overlook that, but he makes something out of nothing. Yep. He works his butt off, really.
I think he creates a lot of the vibe and the momentum
Yes,
and
absolutely.
the structure for the World Men's
Yes.
team. He's very knowledgeable, and I think he is almost like a playing coach for them.
Yes, he is. And so for me, he would clearly get that MVP.
I think that kind of input is something that does often get overlooked.
Yes.
They look for prolific scorers or the dynamic people, but
Yeah.
I think those little quiet achievers
Yeah.
are very important for a netball team.
You see, you had your coaching hat on there, Alex.
Definitely.
Whoops. Ooh. A bit of a head bump there.
Thought there were a couple of contacts there. But
He's got a nice, smooth action. Yes. Again, easy. Too easy.
Here's the ball, Myers. You got this. Best friend, thank you.
clever little step across the player standing out there from the goal attack. It's a really good move. It puts you in good rebounding position.
Yes,
kind
absolutely.
Of frees up your space a little bit.
See?
The two defenders are so concerned with the goal shooter. The goal attack can just do what he wants.
Absolutely.
Oh, stepping cool though. Stepping cool.
Now try and look down court.
Must have been that double pivot rule.
Where's the goal? Why not the goal shooter get involved now? Yes.
Yeah, goal attack needs the post.
Let them use it. Let them use it. Let them use it.
I feel like the wing attack's coming very, very close to the shooters when they come out and receive the ball. The Navigators' wing attack
That was
is
well
very
worked.
close to them.
I'm sorry?
When the Navigators' goal shooter is coming out, the wing attack is driving very, very close to him
Yes.
to try and receive the next pass, but it's too close. It's
Yep.
making it very congested.
Yes.
Just needs to think about the space a little more.
That was
Like
better.
he did. Much better.
Whoa.
I think they learned that one from you, Mark.
I think so. That was a feature of your play this weekend. Caught me as well.
When you're short, you just got to do what you can. Ooh, heavy contest.
I think they're a little bit more hungry in this corner. Oh, the
Oh,
goalkeeper,
great contest
yes.
by the keeper, but
Yes.
amazing split.
He's really marking the goal shooter, isn't he?
One shot for your true friend. Tom.
Great shot.
And that yell from the bench meant one goal for his true friend. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, good option and good jump in under the post as the Navigators score a goal.
I think, again, they've been watching you, Mark.
You're giving me way too much
He's going to
credit.
get a big head.
Don't worry, should be some scaffolding outside to keep it. Oh, man, look at that again.
Wonderful elevation.
No, but that has been a feature of your play all weekend. Those little short plays into the post, which was very hard to stop.
Yeah, I'm used to having taller defenders, so you've got to, I guess, do something. 'cause
Yes, of course.
It's always the unexpected. It's actually a really, it's actually a skill. I can't believe it that I picked up just from playing the indoor version of the game. Just those little short passes, where your goal shooter is the go-to, and you know the circle is a lot smaller in the indoor,
Ooh.
and you've got a net behind you.
Yeah.
So those short passes.
Oh,
are very
great
effective there.
intercept. Sorry to... That was a
Not at
great
all.
intercept.
Well done.
And that was the work of the center, Quinnell Mitchell. Oh, they're making changes.
Bit of momentum here with the Navigators. It's only 11, so they are winning this quarter by 2, and you know there's a bit of a change here.
Oh, Kareem is leaving the court.
Now,
I think that means that the strikers are feeling pretty confident that they've got
Yes.
this.
Which is unusual. I mean, there's still 10 minutes to go. Now, this player's got a lot of love coming from the crowd.
Yes.
The wing attack.
The wing defense is a great shooter for World Mill Strikers. He actually plays like an Australian. His movement absolutely is incredible.
He's been on court against us a couple of times, and yeah.
But never in a shooting position.
No, he's been in a wing.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. I watched him in training. He trained with us a couple of times, and his movements is very reminiscent of an Australian. It's beautiful to watch.
Oh, another win. Now Navigator's having a couple of little wins here. Must convert this.
Now we need to go to the lead. Go, that's it. Wow.
Lovely goal.
Beautiful shot.
Now we've got
That makes it 10 goals. And we've got 9 minutes. Can they do it, Mark?
Anything's possible. It doesn't take much in this game.
Oh, we needed that lead from the goal shooter. Oh, and he's in the air. That's bread and butter for the goal. That's the goalkeeper's bread and butter. Have we changed umpires?
We have. The umpires have had a timeout.
Huh?
Having a sub.
Right.
It's been a long week for the umpires as well.
It's all happening here.
Yeah. We do forget they do run out games and get tired as well.
Wow. I wonder what forced that. Could it be injury?
He looks to be okay.
Or has he lost his breath?
There's really good positioning there by the Navigator's goal defence. He didn't commit fully to one person, but he kind of covered both.
Oh, see.
Replay.
Again, there's that call that's just been very controversial this week.
Yes.
It's controversial for us because we're not used to it.
I think the rest of the
but
world.
I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you.
Yeah. If it was played anywhere.
Nobody's spreading the circle at all.
No one's at the post. We just need someone to roll back. There we go.
A bit more spacing in the goal circle.
Lovely goal.
And do you use, like, in your... Because I've seen very little dodging here. I like this skill that I think that is underrated. And I love to see it. But nobody uses it anymore.
No, it's unusual, and certainly if you're going to play that moving circle, it's one of the best moves, especially if that goal shooter wants to drive, dodge on the baseline.
Yes.
Really effective. Even on that centre pass, a double dodge just to change direction, always good.
The wing attack is really high.
Yes. So is the goal attack here. He needs to get out.
It makes it really difficult when they get it down to about the transverse line because there's no options ahead of the ball.
Absolutely. And he's not fast enough to get there.
Great shot.
So that is 10 goals still, and we've got 7 minutes to go. If they could just really get...
Lovely to look in.
Oh, there's a penalty.
Yep.
That was a good play.
Yeah.
Great feed.
Yes. And the confidence to let it go as well. Oh, he's missed it. That's an absolute sitter. Total coach killer there, Alex.
That's the one when you put your book down and just have a deep breath.
This is when, as a coach, I give you the look.
I don't look at Alex when I miss.
Ooh, a bit of drama there. Oh, nice touch from the goalkeeper. Yes, and they've won possession.
This goalkeeper's really got them back in it. The goal shooter is not as effective as what he was in the first 2.5 quarters.
He's actually disappeared.
Yep.
See, but there's no structure in the attack.
Lovely to let the ball roll with the space behind.
Again, I think that came right out of your book there. The first person who saw that did that at international level was Connie Francis from Jamaica. Yep. Yes.
Great call from the umpire.
Now, Navigators they just can't.
Now we need to go through that.
I know they
Too
need
late.
to score. They need to score quickly, but they can't throw it away. Lovely, lovely.
He should finish this. He should finish this. Yes, he has. It's now 8 goals, 8 goals. And another substitution. I can see bibs flying like confetti.
Here we go, 5 minutes, 8 goals. It's going to be very interesting.
Good lead.
Got himself in trouble there.
Yes.
Should just take the ball cleanly.
He's got it now.
Oh, and he's missed.
Oh,
whoa.
Fantastic work to tap that back to his goal.
Absolutely.
Well done, goal shooter.
Smart.
7 goals.
7 goals. I smell blood. Do you?
Yes, now.
Oh, yes.
You need to really capitalise on this one.
Absolutely. Oh, nice leg work. Let's finish this. Oh, and he's missed it. They're going to pay now for this.
They needed to play much harder defence after the miss there.
Yes.
The strikers have got it down way too easily.
Tick down to 4 minutes remaining here. Go attack, steps in front. Short.
Oh, he's missed it.
Confidence.
Oh, he's lost his confidence there.
Well done by the goal shooter to regather, but yeah.
Thank God for the shooter for picking up the dirty ball.
Well, good contest there. See, and this is that call that...
The interpretation is very interesting.
This is when I grab my pearls.
See, I agree
Real
with that.
tight.
I actually agree with that call. I'd just like to see it called more.
Yeah.
It's the consistency.
Yeah, for sure. And the intent behind it when it's a deliberate.
Yeah.
Like the one we just saw then.
Yeah.
The one we just saw then.
Oh!
Again.
Again.
Goal attack really needs to settle here. He's thrown away a few. Missed a goal as well.
He needs a shot.
Again, the spacing of the Navigators on the circle.
Oh! Oh, with the reverse arm. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that looks clean. But
Oh, 2 minutes to go. It's 7 goals, and it's World Mail centre pass. It's World Mail centre pass.
They just need to make sure and get this goal here. It will really give them that buffer and steal the momentum of the Navigators. But there's a turn.
Oh, they've won it again. Oh.
just need to settle. Just need to settle. For me, that was the turning point. I just needed to settle.
Again,
Yeah.
the replay again.
Yeah.
Oh.
And a step.
Yeah.
Oh.
Such a great
This-
job to get a hand to that.
Oh.
Well done.
Incredible. We've been treated to some really good netball here. But have you noticed, as you just mentioned, the goal shooter for World Mail has disappeared, almost in oblivion.
And the goal attack has had to step up a little bit, and he hasn't managed the pressure.
No.
Lovely play.
Finish that. And he's missed.
Umpires really need to take control here. This is getting willing. The crowd is riling.
Oh, the crowd has been treated to some beautiful netball here. Oh, good intercept.
What is going on?
Oh,
Both teams really just need to settle down and transition the ball properly. Lots of patience required and just convert. Think about possession.
See, if I was the Navs, I'd even have that outlet option back here. And here we go.
It's getting a little bit too heated now.
Yeah. Time for high fives here on the commentary bench.
Yes.
Tick down to the last 40 seconds.
Oh, great intercept.
Oh, unlucky there for the Navigators. Disappointing to see him give up after such a good play. Great hustle from the goalkeeper.
Reminds me a little of the old Australian goalkeeper, Susan Furman. He's got a big body like her.
Yes, he was very tall.
Oh, yes.
So as we count down to the last 20 seconds here, Navigators have fought back hard and shown some good resilience, but unfortunately it was just too big a start, and World Male Strikers will take this one out, deservingly so, undefeated all tournament. And there's a consolation
So that
goal.
is a 10-goal victory. Oh,
9 in the end.
9, sorry. Again, me and my mathematics.
It was just that last goal right at the end.
Yes. Okay. And unfortunately, we've got to go. But thank you, Mark and Alex. It's been an absolute pleasure calling this with you.
Thank you, Colin.
Thanks
And
for having us.
we hope to see you again next year.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I need